Welcome to the So Social Radio Show. I'm your host, Richard Martin, along with my amazing co-host,
Cheri Martin, and we are the WCN Interactive Team, business growth, marketing, and social media consultants, helping you to
dream it, plan it, build it, and most importantly, successfully do it.
That's right, Richard, for growth, prosperity, and success. And each Wednesday at 12 noon on TalkNetworkRadio.com, we share tips and techniques to grow you and your business, plus demystify social media and marketing for you so you can have more fun.
And my favorite, more profits.
Yes, yes, yes. And we do want to make sure we invite all of our listeners to connect with us on Facebook at So Social Radio Show. Give us a like while you're there and let us know what topics you want to hear and us have a conversation on. And we're, as you know, all about education and want to bring you what you want to learn. And also make sure you go to SoSocialRadioshow.com and learn more about our special guest.
Awesome. Absolutely. And let's not forget our people that make this show possible, our show partners. Let's start with Toastmasters, a world leader in communications and leadership development. Find out how you can improve your speaking and leadership skills. Visit toastmastersd84.org.
Also, everythingbrevard.com, a Brevard County, Florida community website. Keep up to date with everything that's happening in Brevard and get your business listing on everythingbrevard.com.
And Business Acceleration Summit. Not your typical business training and networking event or pitch fest. This is a rapid growth business summit for social entrepreneurs and mastermind, and grow your business while creating a deeper impact on your clients and community. Go to businessaccelerationsummit.com to register for the next event on September 28th, 29th, and 30th at the Hilton Rialto in Melbourne.
Also, we want to give a shout out for Marty L. Ward. She is the founder of Confidence Eliminates Bullying. It's a nonprofit, and she is announcing a promotional video for training program to help eliminate bullying. This open call is going to be here in Brevard County. It's an actual open audition casting call on Saturday, July 22nd from 10 to 3. She's looking for diverse kids ages 10 to 18. And it is going to be at Prodigy Talent Training, and that's at 634 Barnes Boulevard, Rockledge, Florida. For more information, go to confidenceeliminatesbullying.com/news. That's confidenceeliminatesbullying.com/news. Or you can contact Marty directly at marty@confidenceeliminatesbullying.com, or give her a call at 321-848-4997. That's 321-848-4997. I also have this information placed on both the So Social Radio Show webpage and Facebook page with links so that you can go ahead and gather all the details. But her mission is to erase bullying. And she is on a mission to do that.
It's a big mission, and she is determined to get it done for sure.
Definitely. It is a passion she has, and it gets very exciting. Well, last week, we announced our July sponsor, and we're very thrilled to say that our July sponsor is here in the studio with us. That's Shear Artisans Salon and Art Gallery, a full-service salon specializing in hair, color, skin care, and makeup, located in the shops of West Melbourne, Florida, on West New Haven Avenue. That's 1533 West New Haven Avenue. And we're going to hear more about what this salon is all about. But first, we would like to introduce to you Amanda Miller. She is the owner of Shear Artisans Salon and Art Gallery. She's a licensed cosmetologist with nearly 30 years experience. She has an extensive resume working in high-end salons and day spas, provided hair and makeup for multiple MTV music videos, worked on the front lines of the blockbuster hit Titanic from 20th Century Fox, as well as provided hair and makeup for multiple Miss Teen USA, Miss South Carolina, and various other pageant contestants, which I know she's going to share information about that. We're going to actually have a conversation today with Amanda on how she has carved her niche in the salon business and how she invests in her employees, her clients, and her community. So, Amanda, welcome today to the So Social Radio Show. We're happy to have you with us.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
And, you know, we've gotten to know each other a little bit over the last month.
Yes, I've enjoyed it. It's wonderful.
Your awesome husband as well. I know, Mark. And it's just so exciting to have you here with us because I know the other day we were on the phone. I don't think we probably could have talked for hours.
Yes, we could have very easily.
I just love some of your stories, and I was like, I'm so excited that you're going to be here today to share with our audience. But I'd like to first have you just start out by letting our audience know a little bit more about, you know, yourself and why Shear Artisans.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have extensive experience in the field of hair and makeup, as you've just pointed out. I have been, this year coming will be my 30th year in hair and makeup. And we're also an art gallery. So we're a little bit different from most of the salons that are in the area. Another thing is, too, we love to give back to the community. We're not just about making money or making profits. Mm-hmm. It's always about what we can do to serve others. We have like what will be coming up soon. We're going to do a nonprofit for women in the area with cancer, which I'm very excited about.
That's exciting. I can't wait till we can get that announced out
Exactly. and we will be announcing that within the next month or so. So we do love to give back to the community. So when you come in, we like to give you an experience. It's not just come in, get your hair cut. We want you to come in, feel like you're at home, you know, make sure that you're comfortable, you have something to drink. We also will offer we offer beverages, we offer food, whatever they want, you know. Mm-hmm. And we also offer day packages. So if the husbands out there don't know what to get their wives for, you know, for their birthdays or Christmas, we can help them out. You know, we just give them a full day of beauty.
Make it easy for them.
Exactly. Make it easy for them.
Did you hear that, Richard?
Well, I'm sorry. I had my headset on. What were you talking about?
You never know what to buy me. There you go, right there.
So, I don't know.
Well, and it is a very unique salon. I know when I walked in, it's unlike any other salon I've ever been in, and it's just so welcoming. And I know that's the art, and we're going to talk more about that as well as yourself and your hairdressers that work there at your salon. But like you said, you became a cosmetologist right out of high school.
I did.
Yeah. Why? I mean, did you do a lot of the beauty stuff and tips with all your friends in high school?
I actually did, yeah. I've always done artwork, even from a very early age, but I started noticing, my mother noticed when I was young, I started doing all of my friends' hair, whether it was for the prom or for pageants that they were in, or just for them to go out and go to dances. And so when I got out of high school, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go to cosmetology school. So I did. And then once I finished cosmetology school, I was like, okay, I went to work at one of what I call the fast food hair salons, where it's a lot of volume, but not a lot of substance.
I've never heard it called that before.
Well, that's what I think about, you know,
Yeah.
and I started realizing, you know, this is not what I want to do. I want to be in a prestigious salon. I want to be somewhere where I can actually make something and make a difference out of my life. I didn't want to just be your average hairdresser. So I decided, you know, to try to find a place that was a prestigious high-end salon. And I knew that's what I wanted to do. So I went to work at Cheri. In the 90s, the early 90s, Cheri was one of the most prestigious high-end salons in South Carolina. I had did research on it, and Vinny Cavino was the owner of the salon. He came from New York. And I was scared to death to go in there because I knew that he did the governor's wives and the mayor's wives. And
Wow.
he had people flying in from Virginia and Washington. And I thought, this man really? So I said, you know what? No guts, no glory. So at 21 years of age, I walked in and just decided to try to get an interview with him. To start with, Vinny looked at me and started laughing.
That's a confidence builder.
Yes. But then he said, he goes, wow. He said, you know, I really admire your guts and your gumption to come in here like this. And so he said, you know what? I'm going to give you a shot. And he gave me an interview. And he did an interview on me, and then he made me come in and actually do a head of hair, which I learned is a good thing. So all of my stylists have to do that for me when they come in now. I have
Very
to
good
see what
lesson
they can
learned.
do.
Yes, definitely.
But when I started to work for him, he said, okay, you can't just come in here and just work because I need to know you know what you're doing. So he actually sent me to training, theatrical makeup courses, high-end color classes, you name it, he sent me there. And then when I finished all of that, I had to do 6 weeks worth of training underneath him before I could even touch anyone.
Oh, my gosh.
Because of the extensive training I got through him, that's how I got in with the South Carolina pageants and the MTV promos, which eventually led me to the movie set of the Titanic. So that's where I got my start. So, and it's fantastic. I like to play it forward because Vinny has passed away, and I haven't got a chance to ever tell him how much I appreciated everything that he did for me. So I try to do that for my stylists that come in, because I hope that maybe I can play it forward just a little bit and give back the way he gave to me.
That is amazing, because well, there's a video that I love to watch on YouTube, and I've mentioned it to our listening audience many times. It's by Steve Harvey, and I just love Steve Harvey anyway. And it's called Jump, and he talks about how you have to take risks, because if you don't jump or take a leap, your parachute won't open.
That's right.
You hope the parachute's going to open on the way down. It may. Eventually it will, but you're going to get a lot of bumps and bruises and scrapes and all that stuff. But so that's what I'm hearing is what you did. You took that leap of faith, just walk in.
Well, the crazy thing is, like, when I got the job on the Titanic, it's not like they were here in the United States. They were actually in Mexico, and my husband actually was working for them to start with. He was building the sets, and I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go over there and lay it out there and see if I could do. So I actually went in and I interviewed, and Tina Inshaw, she is a world famous makeup artist, and she was the one that actually interviewed me. Now, I didn't know that it was her to start with, because if I had, I probably would have just had a heart attack right there, and that would have been the end of the.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah, the presumption.
And the process is a little different. It was literally a 3-day interview, and you had to literally work on what they wanted you to do. And then I didn't find out for 2 weeks that I actually got the job, so I was very scared.
Yeah, those days go by very slowly.
But you have to take risk. You have to try, because if you don't try, then you'll never know if you can succeed.
Oh, for sure. Anything that you want to share that happened? Anything on the set there at the Titanic, and what all that you did do there?
Well, I think one of the funniest stories. A lot of the things that we had. For example, we had dummies that we had to make up that would float in the water, and so
well, that's good to know they weren't real people.
Yes, a lot of them were real, but there was a couple that we did, like the baby that you saw. That was not real. We had to work on that, and that was very strange. But the funny thing was, I remember one time I was floating because we were actually in tanks, so I was just kind of just sitting there, and all of a sudden something wrapped around my leg while we were shooting.
Oh my gosh!
And it scared me half to death, because you can imagine. You saw the movie. You saw. Some of the stuff that was going on. So, I mean, it's kind of dark, and, we're working in this water, and all of a sudden something wrapped around my leg. So I screamed like a banshee. And then I looked down, and it was one of the dummies had floated by, and the hair had wrapped around my legs. So that was probably one of the funniest things
that would scare me too, definitely.
You were totally into your role at that point.
Well,
yes.
And they yelled cut, and I kind of, of course, you really don't want James Cameron getting mad at you, and he kind of just shot me that look, I'm like, I'm sorry. But it was actually pretty funny.
So what were some of the things, that you did as far as the makeup? Were you on the light, not Leonardo, were you?
No. I worked with Billy Zane. I helped with his makeup. Now, okay. I won't tell all of his secrets, because I would do that to him. But I did work with him, and then I had 60 extras that I had to work with. But I got to be with Leonardo DiCaprio every day. He's actually a really, really nice person in real life. He was very young back then.
Oh, yeah.
And the first time I met him, he was actually sitting in my chair, and I didn't know who he was, so I asked him to move.
Oh, my gosh.
And my friend Debbie comes up, and she says to me, Amanda, do you know who that is? And I said, no. And she said, that's Leonardo.
Oh, my
He's
goodness.
the star. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And he's like, haven't you seen my movie, Eating Gilbert Grape? I'm like, sorry, no, But I got to know him. He was really fun. Cool. And Kathy Bates, the first time I heard her, she was telling a very colorful joke.
I could hear that from her.
She was, but I really loved her. And it was like, she had that big brim hat on, and I was peeking under the hat, and I'm like, are you Kathy Bates? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I love, so we sat down and we started talking, and it was really funny. What I learned is that all of them are just like us. They just do their jobs, and they're just real people. They're not, they don't think of themselves above anybody. And they were just real down to earth people, and I enjoyed working with them. So.